Hello, Michael Murillo. Thank you for coming back in. Hey, Mike Coffin, Mike's Outdoors and Adventures. Thank you. We finally made it to another spot. The first time we're fishing here at this spot is very snaggy. All right, well, that was bite number one. Hello, Lynn Creel. That was bite number one. There was a live sunfish on here. We got here to this spot. We cast out, three casts out, and snagged on all of them. So I'm not losing sinkers every time. This is what I do when I in a snaggy area. I tie a rubber band on the bottom, and I use rocks as sinkers. Okay. Hello, Elston. LG, thanks for making it back. Yes, congratulations, Prio. Another great outing yesterday. All right, back up to 11 people. Mike Turner, Lynn. What a crazy morning so far. We got a little bit of a late start, and then every spot we went to, there was other people out fishing already. Today here in Richmond, Virginia, it's beautiful. Probably about 60 right now. Light little breeze. We've been in flood stages. It was a high, 19-foot high yesterday. It's the highest it's been since, I think they said 94. Now it's back down to 13-foot high, and 12-foot is flood level, so it's still in flooding stage. I hope everybody can see the poles okay. We got a wide variety of baits out there. Hey, which one has eel on it? The Abu, okay. So Elston, for you, we've got some eel out there. On the big white pole in the back right here, that's got a live sunfish on it. One, two, three, four. We got 5 poles out, so I believe y'all can see them all right in through here. Mr. Realistic, thank you very much for coming in. Hope the back is feeling better. So we finally found a spot. Thank you, Chesapeake. Yeah, I ain't going nowhere near down there. That's why my pole is the big white one way back here. Realistic, I'm fishing the James River here in Richmond, Virginia. Like I said, we didn't have that much rain, but apparently there was quite a bit of water that came down, because It went to flood stages. Like I said, it went to a high of 20 feet. Now it's down to a level of 13. Anything over 12 is flood stages. We finally got this spot. We tried a couple other ones, but they were so flooded with the fresh flooding. There was inches and inches of fresh mud that had been laid out. So we couldn't even fish those if we wanted to. The other spots where we were up on a wall or on a landing that didn't get flooded, there was already people fishing there. So now we finally made it. We tried casting out a couple times, and it's a real snaggy area right here. So what I do in that case is I go to just a straight bottom rig with the sinker on the bottom. And what I do is I replace the lead sinkers with a rubber band. And then on the rubber band, you use the rubber band, you wrap it around the rock, and that's now your new bottom sinker. So as that gets snagged in with the rubber band, when you get a hit or when you go to reel it in, if it's snagged, it just pops the rock out of the rubber band. You end up not losing a sinker. So hopefully, thank you Outdoors, Jesse, for coming in. Awesome, awesome. Yeah, we're literally right across the river from downtown Richmond, Virginia. There's big city, Richmond. And we had gotten, like I said, we made a couple casts. We were trying to get things going to get back live, and ended up snagging. So we rearranged everything, put on the rock sinkers, and was able to go online. And within a few minutes of being online, had a nice hit on the live bluegill, and it got off with the bait. So yeah, Elston, that's I know how I like how you do that when you're in the Washington area. Show us the sites that are there. Okay, who else came in? Theodore Arco, thank you for coming in. How are you today? Hope I pronounced that right. All right, so what we have here on the big white pole there, that's live sunfish. I can't really see very well on the screen. We've got live sunfish. We've got an eel for Elston on one of the rods down here on the rail. We've got my lemon chicken, of course. I think that's it, right? For now? So far, the first bite was on the live sunfish. For everybody that was trying to stay with me this morning, I really, really appreciate it. We definitely did not expect that. We thought we'd be easily able to find a spot with as bad as the flooding was. We didn't think there'd be a lot of people out, but it's a beautiful day, so I was wrong. Yes, Tom, it's the south side. For anybody that's been to the other lives, this the railroad bridge that's right there. When you've seen us on our other lives, we're fishing on the other side of that bridge across the river. So it's the same railroad bridge. Yeah, and for those, as you can see, there's two people in the background. My son is, of course, with me, and his friend from New York, Nick, came down. So he joined us out here on this beautiful Sunday. Hey, good morning. Good morning, Mark. Thank you for coming in. See if I can get it. Yeah, where we're fishing, this side of the railroad bridge, it's kind of like a little, the railing here right below it, it's a culvert comes out right at the bottom underneath that railing. So it's kind of a dugout area in there. And a lot of time the shad get balled up in here. It's also a little current break. The main current from the river is out here, and we're trying to fish right along the edge of that. The Chad, thank you for stopping back in. Yeah, this is my live sunfish. That's one I want to see go down because there is a lot of structure in this area. There is some flatheads through here. We had the one good bite as soon as we started up the second live. For those that just joined, next time we reel a pole in, I'll show you what I do in snaggy areas. We lost the first three we cast out. We lost sinkers. Well, we lost all of them, but with the price of sinkers anymore. So basically, the sinker is replaced with a rubber band wrapped tightly around a rock. Yeah, and I'd love to catch one, Mike. I haven't caught one in a while. That was Mark, awesome show yesterday with my Cajun brother Creole there. And I think it was with Ryan. Definitely the live action one-on-one tournaments are awesome. Lemon chicken, there you go, Mike. Congratulations. Hello, Mike Irvin. Yeah, what better way to spend a? All right, Mark. But what better way to spend a Saturday than watching couple of people compete and fishing? You can't be out yourself. That's the next best thing. Mike Kaufman, yes, I do. What I do is I cut up the chicken depending on. I cut up the chicken depending on what sizes I want. I cut some pieces as big as half the whole breast. Then I cut it down to other pieces that are 1-by-1 chunks. And when I get it all cut up, what I do is just kind of lay it out, and I just sprinkle it, a light sprinkle of garlic, because that can be very strong. So I just kind of sprinkle garlic over all the chicken, and then I separate it out into the different bags. And put the lemon Kool-Aid in it after that. And that has been working here on our other lives. Even during the couples tournament, the couple of fish we caught were on the lemon chicken. And on the other lives that we've had, we caught a 22 pounder on them. And some in the teens. And it's all been on lemon chicken, lemon Kool-Aid chicken. And on those, some of those days we've had cut bait, cut carp, bluegill, live bluegill, cut bluegill. That's awesome, Michael. I wish you good luck with it. Like I said, if you can have, uh, just like in most of your big cat waters, your best bait is going to be the one that'll produce the biggest fish most of the time is going to be your primary bait fish that are swimming in those waters. But on the days where you don't have time to go out and get the bait, or you're having a issue finding them, locating them in the river, the shad have been, normally we get gizzard shad anytime we want. Just had a difficulty locating them lately, so haven't really had the shad with us. Come on, fish, let's see a takedown. Okay, we got 15 people back in here. Thank you. That's exactly what I'm saying, Creole. To know you've got a bait in your back pocket that works, and so far it's worked consistently, I'm always going to have some of that with me because that's, number one, it's cheap. Number two, it's easy to have. It takes no time to get it. If you can get your fresh bait, you know, I'm not advocating always go chicken over your fresh bait. Keep that. That's going to catch the majority of your bigger fish. But as we've seen, uh, even with us and with some of the other videos out there, that people are catching big fish on chicken. Have you used, I think all the bumping I've seen you do has just been with cut bait, Creole. Yeah, the strawberry chicken seems to work too. That's what, that seemed to be what Dieter Melhorn was catching them on. The other people have loved the strawberry chicken. Palmetto Cats did the video on the Kool-Aid chicken, and lemon was the best flavor that day. So I had first started trying to do different flavors, and it seemed that lemon was outproducing everything. So that's why I've kind of stuck with the lemon chicken. Yeah, that bumping seems to be quite the technique there, Creole. Looked like you got that down pretty quickly. 15 people. Boat control. Yeah, especially in those currents that you have down there. I'm working on a improvised technique, but not going to bring that out until I've got a video to go for it. All right, awesome. 16 people in here now. Thank you very much. Mark, it's beautiful out here today. We're here in Richmond. We're in the 60s. Nice, beautiful day. Dude, look like he crapped his pants. See that? Nice light little breeze. Partly cloudy, partly sunny. He just ran right over your damn. Did he run over? Well, you wouldn't expect somebody. Let me ride right through their fishing area. Y'all didn't see it, did you? We're on this little. Because of my limited mobility, there's only certain spots. So this is a blacktop trail that comes right here to this fishing spot. Somebody in a bike just came. My son had his cast net out there. You're thinking, okay, we're gonna be fine. Or I'm sorry, he had the landing net out here. Some dude just came running right, bike riding right down the thing. Right over the damn net. Did he hit the net or just the rope? I think just the rope. Oh yeah, now we're beautiful day in Virginia. Yeah, I think y'all can still get all the poles. Yeah, there's people fishing up the bank from us up on the other side of the bridge. And they caught one a little earlier. .38 rain and a 28-mile-an-hour wind. Better have some good cold weather rain gear for that. The low tide was about an hour ago. So the high tide is coming in, which is usually your best time to be out fishing. With the river being as high as it is, I don't know if it's going to make too big of a difference today. I want that pole right there to just bend right over. Actually, at this point, I'd take any of them. With only one hit so far on the live sunfish. There is on the James, but it's down the lower James. Up this far, we don't get. We're up by the fall line where the tidal part of the James ends. Hey, Finn, how are you? But if you go down, just down river about maybe 5-10 miles, there's you get barges that come through up there, all the way down through Hopewell and into the bigger parts of the southern James River. Let's see, 12:10. We're gonna give it about we're gonna give it about 5 more minutes. 5 more minutes or so, and then we'll recast them out and see what's going on from there. Thank you for coming in, Ricky. I don't know if y'all can see the lettering on this pylon out here, but the river yesterday was. I'm surprised at how much it's came down. But on the second pylon out here, where it's got that repre on the bottom, the river was all the way up to the bottom of that lettering yesterday. She snagged, or they got another one? They got another one? I think she snagged this time. Just all day being lazy. Well, after a good fishing battle like that, you need a little bit of laziness. Hey, Kentucky Big Cats. Yeah, it was a rough morning. We had some things going on, and I'd worked out a couple things with the granddaughters, and we ended up getting a little bit later start than we wanted to. Then we finally get going, get out to where we thought we'd be able to fish. Honestly, with the river as high as it was, I didn't think there'd be many people fishing today, but when you fish in a high populated area, it's a beautiful day, people are going to go out. So we tried a few spots, and there was people in all of them. And I would just love to see one of these poles take off. We've got baits in all different. We got it out in the current, up closer to the bank, in the hole, on the edge. Got the baits out in a bunch of different spots. Jesse, thanks for coming back in. We're up to 16 people. Did we get a bump somewhere? The Abu? What to do? Just give it one little bump and stop, huh? Yep, just one little bump and then it stopped. Hello, Ryan. Thank you for coming in. How did the rest of the night go for you? Wow, that is a tough day. Looks like we're having the same type of day. It's a rough morning just getting to find a spot. We finally got this one that was empty and made a couple casts. And before we can get it in the holder, the rods were snagged up. So I switched out the sinkers to my rock sinkers. And then I finally got live once we got back here. All right.
Now we got good, real big.
Show them in the thing. There, son.
You know what that means? I didn't let the net sink enough. There's more. This is why the catfish is so big here.
There we go. Got us a gizzard shad.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll cut them up. You try to make another cast, and we'll get the poles rebaited. That's right. You got good bait. You don't gotta wait. Yeah, if there's one gizzard shad, there's a bunch in that area. All right, so I'm gonna go cut this shad up. We'll get some fresh bait on our poles. And we'll get it out there and see what happens. Yeah, that gives shad nice bloody fish, and with this dark stained water right now, that'll help out a lot. Still like 80%. And my phone's 100%. All right, so I'll be back in just a second. We're gonna get this cut up and be right back with you.
with that thing. Didn't get snagged. Said you didn't get snagged. I know it's catfishing, but
All right, so what I'm doing here, like I said, we cast out a couple of them that got snagged right away. So I just got a dropper rig. That's my favorite piece of bait right there, the head, and that's why all that blood sent. Just dropper rig. I got a 10-aught hook. We lost $6 of lead in just a couple of minutes. So what I do after that is I tie on a rubber band at the bottom, just a regular rock. Then even if it does get, even if I lose everything, then at least I'm only losing a hook and not a $2 sinker. So we got that big old chunk of a head on. Let's get a 30-pound. Oh, okay. Two old vets, thank you for coming in. Sabrina, how are you today? Yeah, the river right now it's at about 13-foot. Flood stage is at 12. Uh, as of yesterday, last night it was at 18, and I think it hit a high of 20 feet. So, like I said, at 12, it's a flood stage. So it was, for anybody that came in yesterday, the water was up on this. There's writing on this bridge pylon here. The water was up, the river level was up into the spray painted words on there. That's right, Creo. That sucker's still pumping blood. That's my favorite part of the bait. I've always, and I know people hook them in different places. I've always had the best luck, especially in current, hooking it through the nose like that. Because to me, it seems to swim better presentation in the water. I know some people hook it back by the top of the back of the chunk. And I know other people like to use the gut pocket, but for me, the big piece of bait like that, the big head, that's my favorite piece of big catfish bait. We'll call that bait. That's right, the ditch pickle. Yes, Sabrina, that was it was a bass that was caught. We released that. Although I recently found out interesting stuff here in Virginia, used to not be able to use game fish, but apparently they changed the laws. You can use game fish as bait as long as you have to leave them whole, so they can still count it against your creel and size limitations. You are allowed to use game fish, but it has to be left whole. The only ones that you can, use as cut bait are the panfish, your bluegills and whatnot. And then, of course, your shad and everything else. All right, so let's see what happens with that fresh bait. Hello, Palmetto. Thanks for coming in. Jason Lamb, how are you today? Uh, I guess I'm not sure about that part of it, Creel. I think it was two old vets actually that helped me look that up about the game fish and whatnot here in Virginia. They're in my bag. Oh, 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 score! Was that caught on camera? Did anybody see that? Mike Cole, thanks for coming in. Did y'all see that? Overhand, not looking, towel landed right on the shoulder. All right, for everybody just coming in. Yes, so far, Ricky, that's about right. That's the highlight of the day so far. For everybody just coming in, my son had finally we found a shad. Norm, how are you? So we got that cut up. We got that cast out. Getting the last pole back out there now. Yeah. So too bad that wasn't a pair of drawers. Amen, Norm. I totally agree. Okay, so now we got fresh bait back out. No, we caught had one hit on a live bluegill. Going, going, going. right. Well, I keep talking about wanting to show off James River Blues, but they got some nice flatheads too. And that right there will be the channel's personal best flathead. Again, I love the shad head. To me, the best part of the cut bait is the head. It's 18.8.
What's it saying? It says 19 right
19.
now. 18, 13.
18. 18.9. Oh, 18 and a half. Damn. Pick up your camera. What? live action. Oh, another big one. Wait, right? Another fish on it. Hey, are y'all still there? What happened? Hey, is everybody still there? Here we go. We got another one on. It's in the net. Another big flat. Woo! Gotta love that incoming tide. Yeah, my screen was froze. Who was it before that said they wanted to see a flathead caught? Well, now we done caught two of them.
Long-time listener, first-time caller.
That's my son's friend Nick.
How you like that?
Another nice one. Gonna get away on him too? I'm saying what? I say about 8. I was gonna say 8-3. What's your weight? What's your guesses on that one? I said 8-3. Thank you, Mike. Thank you, Mike.
Pushing 10.
Woo!
It's holding over 10.
10.
10, 9, 10, 5, 10, 7, 10, 5. Looks like. Yep. Woo.
Okay, so in a matter of minutes, that's a 18-8 and a 10-5.
Right after that, Jack, right? Got this thing, right away.
That's right. Yep, good call. Good call. It was 10-5. And I just can't bring myself to use gloves. Good day of fishing, you're going to have blood enough.
Oh, yeah? 30, 30 and a half?
Right. So 30. 30, what'd you say mine was? 37? Or 38?
No, 37. 37. I probably hear me say it.
All right, so 2 fish. 30 and 37. All right, let's get these. Back. Good ball.
How would those sounds going, Stan? Caught on ugly. My chair's not gonna take off.
Woo! My, that was some live action. That flatty did not want to come up. Thank you very much, Mr. Morello. That made my morning too. What happened? The rock came off? No, he's just he's gonna live line it. This way it'll just be kind of bouncing around in the So thank you. Yeah, that was crazy.
First time with the pole too.
Yep, everybody. That was my finally caught a nice fish on my new ugly stick and a puma. So if anybody wants to ask if I like them, I love it. Oh, of course, Tom. And that is the James River. You just never know. Thank you, Creel. Boy, that was awesome. Yep, old vets. First one was 18.8, and the second one was 10.5. So that right now is our channel's personal best flathead, 18.5. That's just what we all do, inspire each other. Hello, Betty. Did you just come in? If you just made it, you just missed. We just landed 2 flatheads, an 18.8 and a 10.5. Well, I hope your day is going okay, Betty. Yeah, the James does have some nice flatheads too, primarily known as blue, but and that just goes to show if you're not having luck, don't be afraid to try things. We weren't getting any blues, and we had chicken, sunfish, and even an eel out there. And we had one little bite. My son did the cast net a couple times, got a nice shad that we cut up, and boom. 66-pound blue, Garrett. Hello, PA Catfish Seeker. Thank you for coming in. 18 people in here right now. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. The James, there's even from the bank you can get. You never know what is going to be on the other end of that line. You got every time you come fishing in the James, there's a chance of an 80, 90, 100 pounder even from the bank. It's just a matter of being out there and having your bait in the right bait in the right spot at the right time. Fish with a guide, yeah. Yeah, my son caught a 60 earlier this year in the kayak, and he was sleigh riding for about a half hour. Next time we reel the poles in, I'll show you the trick that we had used when we first got here. I cast out, and we lost the first 2-3 poles we cast out before we could even get them in the rod holders. They had snagged up. So I switched it over to rock sinkers, which is basically tie a rubber band on where you would normally have the sinker. You wrap the rubber band around a rock a bunch of times. And then even if you lose everything, you still only lost the hook and you didn't end up losing your $2 sinkers too. Oh, mine, son. That's a monster. Woo! Boy, that thing, that was a,
I was just trying to make sure it looked and hand it to you. Oh no, the way it was bent like that. I couldn't make you got here.
that was another nice one. Yeah, that was another awesome takedown. Scared this.
Did you see me in the camera?
No, I didn't see you. I just felt something bump my arm. Whew. Okay, 17 beautiful people watching. And then that goes into the whole debate about whether you need live bait or not to catch flatheads. Now that was about a fresh caught. That was about a fresh piece of cut bait that you could have. That big head that I put on was still trying to breathe, just pumping blood. And the other one was caught on a gut pocket, midsection chunk. So that was two flatheads right in a row that were caught on cut bait. But that's why I say not to rely on just one bait. Love my chicken baits. It's easy. You can always have it with you in case you can't get other bait. But if I have multiple baits with me, I will be using multiple baits until I find out what is working. way to learn something. Exactly right, Tom. And there we go, Tom. The Bloody Knuckle Club. Yeah, you're exactly right, two old vets. Yeah, that's not a bad life. And both of those fish, they oh, amen to that. I wouldn't be able to do it by myself. That's just how life is, right, Michael? If you got a good people you're working with, good people working with, good friends, whatever, you can get anything done. Now that man was funny. Yeah, that's why he got it, because we were limited with a couple of the places that we wanted to go, but we didn't have the dock net. Getting a little windy here. That little light breeze has turned into some gusts coming through. Almost blew the camera over. Yeah, he had just ended up getting that dock net. Good shave, my friend. Thank you very much, Creo. I'm glad you stopped in. Again, congratulations on a great day of fishing yesterday. And again, that's why we call you the bus driver, my brother. Yeah. You know, it's not too bad. It's not too bad with the catfish. You just get a little scraped up, but you know, you try to start going and whipping the northern pike and whatnot like that. That's not a good idea. Yeah, we barely had, it was just a little tiny light breeze all morning long. Now we've still got the breeze, but we're getting some good gusts. Some big gusts are coming through now and then. It's either brave or not that bright, one or the other, Tom. But I have forgot my pliers out there fishing for pike and pickerel and whatnot, and have more than once had to go in the mouth to try to get the lure back out. For anybody that's never caught a northern pike or pickerel or any of that type of family, they've just got rows of teeth like a shark. Sharp, pointy. They're all point. So when they come up and latch onto that bait fish, they normally hit a bait fish from the side. People. Done. Fish on? Thank you, Morales. Think so? There's nothing on the point of it or anything. It's all exposed, right? You want maybe try rehooking it a different way. Something's not right if it didn't get hooked up twice. Like I said, maybe they're not getting all the way in, but for Morales and everybody else that just came in a little while ago, we we got two flathead right after one another. First one was 18.8, second one 10.5. Since then, we've had two more good. The rock one came off. Hell yeah. I'll do it on. All right, so this is at the big shad bait head, and we got snagged and we lost some sinkers. So what I do when I'm fishing in rocky, snaggy areas, tie a rubber band onto the bottom of your line. I use that as like the bottom sinker. Then I just get the rock and just keep twisting around, twisting around. Then if the rock does get snagged, you can pull it, break the rubber band, and you get your hook back. And even if it is the hook and one that gets snagged, you don't lose a $2 sinker. All you lose is your hook. That's the value tip of the day. Isn't that funny? We said that that's what's going to happen. I've had the new pole and haven't been even getting bites on it. My son just bought a new pole, tallest one down on the end, and now my pole's getting the bite. The one that Nick caught too was, where was the other ugly stick cast out? It was out towards out at the current break, right? Yeah, so with the river being up, it's a pretty strong current going through, but we're fishing right at the edge of the current seam. And that's where all the hits have been coming. All right. Okay, 1:30. We've got to leave here at 2. We're going to be fishing for another half hour. We're just going to reel them in, check the baits, cast them all back out. Took the shadow off the bottom of that one, huh? Yeah. All right, Morales, thank you for coming in. Yeah, them both in are no joke. They will tear you up. No Panthers.
Saints are at 9.5 favorite.
When do they play? It might be on.
4:25. They play St. Grant. Might be on all over.
All right, so we just got everything back out. 1:39. We are leaving at 2. Still got 19 people in here. Thank y'all very much for coming in. For anyone that just joined, we've caught a 18.8 and a 10.5 flatheads, both flatheads so far, on fresh gizzard shad, cut gizzard shad. We've had 2 more hits, 2 more takedowns on that same gizzard shad head. We also had a live sunfish earlier, right after I started, that had a hit. So with being flatheads around, I'm assuming that was a flathead too. Hey, Aaron, how are you? Thanks for coming in. Here it is 1:40, so we got 20 more minutes. So basically this live stream, we started out this morning with a game plan, and that game plan changed 7 times. We got to the spot we wanted to go, and there was people there. We got to the next spot we were going to go, and people were there. We came back across the river. Finally got to this spot, cast out. We had some snags, so I had to switch sinker. And now the rocks have been working beautifully. Oh. I didn't give up on my lemon chicken. That was another good bump. We were using lemon chicken and live bluegill when we first got here. We had 1 hit on the bluegill, not much after that. My son threw the cast net a few more times, managed to get a shad. So now we switched baits. Once we got that live shad, we cut that up to cut bait and put them on. And that's when everything started biting. So moral of this live is if you don't catch them at first, try something else. Just keep going. $16 people now. see any of the rods bouncing a little bit right now. We got some gusting winds coming through. Yeah, I guess so. Knocked it that one time, and that was it. That's on I have that pole that just got the last hit. That's a double Kentucky rig that I have on there. And I have there's a piece of shad and a piece of the lemon chicken on there. So not sure which one it hit, but never get tired of watching the rods. That's good, old vet. Yeah, there was a couple of we've got a couple trees that have came by that went down real close to us. Pretty sure y'all can see it in the right here. There's a bunch of trees that are caught up at that railroad bridge pylon. What's up? Got one? Live action. Looks like a nice one. Yank the rod holder right out. I can't see that blue hit that hard. Let's see, what was it? Was it the chicken or the shad?
Chicken.
Chicken, all right. The lemon chicken. Oh, that's a nice one, Blue.
Yeah.
And I didn't give up on the chicken. Lemon chicken is what got that one.
Surfing turf, right? Wait, he been rapping. He been fighting. Yeah, that's him fighting.
We have another hit.
Not that. Go. Look, I don't know if everybody can see. This one been fighting. I don't know how well it's showing
could be
up.
the big floodwaters too, bounce them around.
All tore up. Think this one can feel high back?
Yeah, I mean, it's not that high from the Yeah. He took right off, right? One ton, what's up? So we got 149. Yeah, so far today, 1 ton, we got two flatheads, an 18.8 and a 10.5. And then we just got that blue right there. Probably what? 6 pounds, maybe 7. It was a nice, chunky, healthy blue. We got about 10 more minutes here. Thank you very much. Is it Gomag? Thank you for coming in. Hope I said that right. Yeah, I'm fishing the James River in beautiful downtown Richmond, Virginia. So I guess we got brother Uncle Josh with us here today. Yeah, Two Old Vets has a great channel. Yeah, this is one of those days that just filled with would have been a bad day, but turned into just a great day. That we got a little late start this morning. Spots that we had planned to fish with the river being up, people are already fishing there. Went to a couple different places. We got here to this, finally got over here to our spot over here, which turned out to be the right spot. Cast out, we had a couple of snags right away, so I switched over to my rock sinkers. I was using live bluegill and lemon chicken at first, lemon Kool-Aid chicken. And we had one bite on the live bluegill, and that was it. So my son kept going and got the cast net going again, and we managed to get a shad. Got the fresh shad cut up. Then boom, landed the two flatheads right in a row, two nice flatheads. Then we had a couple other really nice takedowns on the shad head. That just didn't get hooked up. Hey, how are you today? Beautiful dog. I don't know how those dogs walk with such short little legs. But hello, Rebecca. How are you today? The point I was trying to make is that sometimes with fishing, just as in life, you gotta just keep going and do different things. We could have given up after not having the spots. Kept going, found this spot. Could have given up right then after we capped, got the snags. Just changed our sinker presentation. Weren't really getting bites on the bait that we were using. Found more bait. And then that's when everything had changed around. So it was just try something else, try something else, try something else. And by the end of the day, it paid off with bloody knuckles. Glad we managed to get that last nice blue in. We got about 5 more minutes. All of us managed to get a fish here today. Look at all the tanker cars. Yeah, we have quite a few trains come through here. And they're all long like that, especially if you get stuck on the other side and you're trying to get back through. But the river has definitely dropped down. It was up to a high of like 20 feet, I think, yesterday. It was up to a high of 20 feet. Let's see, the second pylon out here. I don't know if y'all can see it on there, but there's spray painting up towards the top of that pylon. This one right here. And the water level was up into that spray painting yesterday. Well, that's Virginia for you. All right. Almost 2 o'clock here. I'm going to start packing it up here in just a second. Yeah. Everything is packed up over there?
Uh,
Nah, that was the planned leaving time. Might as well freeze them, I guess. Unless you want to just throw them back, don't matter. You can chuck them back. Now, if you had a couple shad, I'd vacuum pack those suckers and freeze them. All right, well, we're reeling in the rods now. That was my son's friend that came down from Pennsylvania. He's up by the New York border, so he's leaving back out this afternoon. So we got to get on out of here. But I really appreciate everybody that stuck with me all day. I know we were supposed to start at about 8 this morning and got late. I know, that's what I was hoping. We were hoping for that, Tom. Ricky, we got it was all cupcakes out there. There was 1 or 2 pieces of lemon chicken left. The rest was cut shad, and I think we had one pole had live bluegill still on it. Nah, no sense. They've already had their yeah. All right, old vets, thank you very much. I appreciate you coming in. We'll be looking to see what you're coming out with. Dobson, what's up? We are on our way out. We are packing up the rods as we speak. We had we ended up catching 3 fish today. 2 flatheads, an 18.8 and a 10.5, and then about a 6 or 7 pound blue cat. The blue cat was caught on my lemon chicken, lemon Kool-Aid chicken, and 2 flatheads were caught on fresh cut gizzard shad. All right, you too, Rebecca. Yeah, I was totally shocked with the flatheads. Totally awesome. All right, well, only 1 pole left, so. Thank you, Mike. Thank you, thank you. All right, everybody, we are checking off. I got to get this equipment packed up here. But I really do appreciate everybody sticking with us from this morning all the way up until now. I really do appreciate everybody's support. We recently just went over 100. Last I checked, 101 subs. So unbelievable for really just getting started and not even thinking about it. So appreciate everybody. Thank you all so very much. Everybody have a great day. We'll see y'all on the next one.